Hello YouTube, it's me again. I'm not sure how in shot I am or whatever. It's been a while since I've done this, but today it's absolutely pissing it down, which is only good for one thing, and that's off-roading. Today I'm in the Kia Sorento. We're going to test out the low range and the four-wheel drive capabilities with road tyres on. Yeah, you heard me right, I've got road tyres. But I couldn't really give a fuck. I'm quite confident that I'm not going to be able to get started today. I'm obviously not going to try and do anything too extreme, but yeah, let's get it banged in low and let's go through here, which is my favourite little run. It's called Spalford Warren. Now you might say, oh, how's he going to do this and film at the same time? You may have noticed just then the old girl's an automatic because of my dodgy knee, so it's really quite easy, it drives itself. I've just got to steer a bit, brake a bit for some of the worst bits, and yeah. Now I hope you can get how bumpy and sludgy and that this is on the camera. I mean, during the dry days it's easy, you could get a car down here if you was careful enough, but yeah, it's just quite a rough old little track. I'm going to go off and do a few others that I know as well once we get to the end of this one. I might do a little bit of a walk around if the rain stops a bit. We'll show you some of the features of it, like how the low range works, etc. I like to do a little test where I bang them in low range, then I get out and I walk next to it. Yeah, you might think that's a bit crazy, but I've done it in all my 4x4s, never had an issue with it yet. And to be fair, the low range on this is really low, to be fair. One of the best that I've had. The Jeep I used to own and the Land Rover I used to own, yeah, they were good, but I mean, this is better, let's be honest, it is. The Land Rover was really good at the off-road stuff, really good, but it was awful on the road, if I'm going to be honest with you. Disco 2, it's not got much road manners. Now, oh, here we go. The Jeep I had was awesome off the road and very nice to drive on the road. Very comfortable vehicle, very good at what it did, which was the best of both worlds, to be fair. And to be fair, the Kia Sorento is about the same, if I'm honest. It's on par with the Jeep, which happens to be my favourite vehicle, but I mean, it was a bit camp for me, the Jeep. It was a little bit too rounded and girly looking, shall we say. I much prefer this to look at. I like the interior too, it's nice. I'm into all this fake walnut stuff. Yeah, and it's auto. The clutch on the Jeep was well heavy. Now the clutch on the Land Rover was a lot nicer. I mean, I could use that, but I do prefer an auto, especially when I'm off-road as well, or in traffic, because obviously traffic's a bugger. Start, stop, you're on and off the clutch, and that kills me, to be fair. Now, it's not as muddy down here as I'd hoped, but I'm going to head to Collingham, to a track down there that's a good few miles long. That should be absolutely soaked, and there should be some good bits for us to get stuck in, shall we say. Although I don't expect to actually get stuck. You can see, even with the road tyres on, this really is no challenge whatsoever, but it's not the most challenging of lanes about. I do know some really good lanes that were really challenging. One that I happened to get my Jeep stuck down, another one where I smashed the bumper off on my Land Rover. Yeah, hence why I had to build that. It's an off-road bumper, but to be fair, that turned out quite good in the end, so I wasn't stressed about that. I mean, at the time I was pissed, but yeah. Now here's a good section. This is where it gets a bit off camber. Now a lot of people drive up this side bit, as you can see coming up here, but I like to plough straight through the deepness. You see, we're really deep here. We get some good angle on that. I mean, I'm hardly giving it any throttle, and it's just driving straight through. And this is with it's on just torque on demand setting, which is basically rear wheel drive until it detects slip at the front, the rear, sorry, and then it sends some of the power to the back to allow for it. and we just got through there, no worries whatsoever. So I'm going to turn you off now while I get myself ready, because I've got a bit of a road section, and then we'll bring you back. Okay, so this little lane is down the back of Curtin Village. Now this is quite grassy, to be fair. It's a bit bumpy, there are some soft spots, but to be fair, it's pretty easy lane to get down. Obviously the rain and the mud changes all that just a little bit. Like I say, I do only have road tyres on, but as you can see, it just pulls itself along. There's no issues. It's really quite slippery down here as well today. Yeah, slightly off camber, and there's a little bit of a hump in the middle, but this has got quite good ground clearance, if I'm totally honest. A few soft squishy bits there, a little bit bumpy. Oh, and she just soaks it up. I mean, the Jeep used to have the same split folding rear door like this one does, where the rear glass opens, and it used to rattle its tits off down there, if I'm honest. It was really quite awful. The Land Rover used to bounce you all over the place. This, I mean, it's just a joy. It's just a joy to sit in. Somebody's got to skip just here. Must have some builders working, because there is some houses just here. I don't know if this is how they all get down here, but I should assume so. And this is a green lane. It's a byway that's open to all traffic, so I'm not trespassing, I'm not encroaching on anyone's land or anything. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't want to get no lanes closed down or what have you, so people can't use them, especially me myself, because this is one of the many few joys that I have in life. I can't get around that good because of my dodgy knee, so this is the only way really I can get out and enjoy the countryside, and that is green laning. Now a lot of green laners, off-roaders, they get a bad rep because they do go around and just wreck stuff, which is no good. It just ruins it for the rest of us. And like I say, I wouldn't want to do that. I'd hate for a lane to be closed, especially because of my actions. So you'll never see me doing anything illegal or disrespectful or down a lane. It's just not what you do. So if you do feel like coming down these lanes and what have you, then please take that into note and don't be a dick. I mean it, because it wouldn't be nice, you know what I mean? If these lanes get closed, then there's not really a lot of lanes round Lincoln where we can go, and you'll fuck it for everyone. Well, that's a load of bollocks. They've closed my lane off. Well, they've closed this end of it anyway. I know another way in, so I'm going to go head down that way now, and then we'll bring you back when we get there. The only thing with this way is you've got to deal with a load of dog walkers and stuff. I mean, we get dog walkers down every way, but there's like a few more down there, and the puddles are quite extreme, so I don't want to splash anybody. So I'm having to be very respectful. Absolutely gutted that way in wasn't open. I just hope that I don't get down here a couple of miles and find that they've blocked the other way, because then I'll be pissed. I do know of another lane down this way where we could go instead, but it's not quite as good. So that was a bit of a harsh bump. These puddles are pretty extreme. Oh, it's just a puddle, but some of these are splashing up right through my window. Now I could shut my window, but it's getting a bit hot in here, and I'm having to dry off from the school run because we got absolutely bloody soaked this morning, and I'm only wearing a hoodie as usual. So we'll bring you back in a minute when we get to somewhere interesting, because obviously you don't want to see me driving down just some shitty uneven road. Turn our Skepta off. Right, this end's open, so let's see how far we can get down it. Get my camera sorted out. Low range. Now this isn't low range, this is just low gear. So now this is a better lane. This is a lot more challenging. it's not impossible to do in lesser vehicles. But yeah, the other end, it starts off quite tame. I mean, it's quite bumpy and there's some deep bits, but this bit's a little bit more off-roady, shall we say. And it's a good few miles, this track. You can easily find it on the byway map if you have a little look. That's how I found it originally, and that's how you can find any tracks around your local area that are open and what have you, and that you're allowed to drive, to be fair, because there are a lot of them that you're not allowed to drive. I don't know why. They restrict the access to them and stuff, probably because people being dickheads down them or what have you. But yeah, let's have a look, see what we've got down here. Now this is nature reserve, can't remember what it's called. I've been there a few times with the kids just to have a little look around and stuff, what have you. It's actually quite a nice little place. It's quiet and that. There's a little bird watching hut. Yeah, if you're into that sort of thing, then this is good, like. But yeah, I'm not really a bird watching type. A lovely lake over there, look. We get into more woodlandy type area here. This actually goes around the back of, I'm not sure if it's Girton Quarry or Bestfort Quarry, but yeah, it goes around the back of there, and then it comes out and you have to actually cross their access road. So when you get there you have to stop and look for lorries, otherwise you're going to get written off. They're supposed to stop and look for people walking and off-roaders and stuff, but they don't, so it's best if you do and just have a look. Now there's a nice little bit down there you might have seen on my videos before, where the bridge had all collapsed, and they've actually come out and they've repaired it, and well, it made it a lot better than I've ever seen it, to be fair, which is nice. Means it's safe now to travel down here. I mean, I used to travel down here anyway, just to give it a wide berth at that point, but now it's, yeah, it's mint, to be fair, which is nice. I don't know how far down here we can get. Maybe we can get all the way back to the where it's closed off, and then I'll just move the fence and drive through it, I suppose. Could do that, or I'd have to turn around and come all the way back down here again. I mean, we'll see when I get there, see what I decide. Now it's quite muddy and sloshy down there, but it's nowhere near how it can get. Sometimes it gets like really bad, and you would only get down here with some decent tyres and stuff. As it is, I don't have decent tyres at the minute. It's not something that I don't want to get. Just at the minute I don't need tyres, so I'm not buying tyres. That's pretty much it. Plus some decent all-terrains, going to cost me about 500 quid for a set 4. Now it's quite a steep little incline there, it's only little like, but as you can see, it just makes it up, no fucking worries. No worries whatsoever. I'm barely got 1,000 revs on the rev counter. About 1100. Don't worry about the bushes overhanging and stuff. If you are bothered about stuff like that, yeah, I probably wouldn't come down here if I was you, because you are going to scratch up your car. Nah, don't bother me, I don't care. This was a £300 truck, so I couldn't really give a shit. Found another fence. They've blocked me in. Here's the bridge that was damaged and fucked up before. Let's go down here and have a look, see what the score is. Oh, I've got a little bit of mud here, let's get in there. No issues. Now I could go around this and yeah, but I don't want to get in any trouble, which is absolute dog shit. Well, it seems this video is going to be cut short because I think it's Nottingham County Council have ruined it for us. So that's a bit of a shitter. Down this bit was where I was going to do my low range testing and show you me walking next to it and all this bollocks, but I guess that's out the window. Yes, we're going to have to call it a day, I guess. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. Now the weather's not so hot and that, it won't fuck with my blood pressure so bad, so I'll be able to get out and about and do some more stuff. I've got some geezer coming over here now wondering what I'm doing, so I better put the camera down, turn around and go back. Till next time. Cheers.